John, I'm responding to that email about the slides that I ended up sharing with the New Zealand visitors, and they were taken directly from this UVM Teacher Ed Unconference. It's the same couple of slides I ended up sharing with those visitors from the graduate school. So I just wanted to tell you a little bit about what I set for the context. So this is an example of just trying to describe sort of the way that Sam Nelson was visualizing and imagining the way that he does PIPs and the kind of continuum between teacher control and more student control, depending on what they were doing. With the emphasis that what Sam was really looking at is how could he take what he was doing to scaffold their PIPs and all the student interest projects and make some changes in his social studies classroom so there's more choice and voice. We listened to this short video from Deirdre Beaupre, and it's about how she took the steps to shift into teaching proficiencies with math. And what I shared with them is after they watched the video and saw that there were links to all of her resources, the lower right-hand corner here is just a screenshot of how she and her teaching partner, John, mixed up kids cross-team based on formative assessments. And the kids would go in to do, they called it their expanded learning opportunity time, but it was more direct supports for kids to continue to do some math work. At the same time, other kids were getting other services or maybe doing continued work in their projects. And the key here is that they put together in each one of these folders that was based on their proficiencies, opportunities for kids to come in and do things of interest to them. They needed to basically do 3 other kind of activities. They could pull from these that are on the list. I would totally go for pee and pool water, absolutely. Or Kitty Cat daycare could be good too. And then they just had to submit 3 pieces of evidence, and that evidence could look it had a range of opportunities for what that evidence would look like from this work before they could move on and talk directly with the teacher about where they happen to be. Then, of course, we listened to Noah doing his playlist piece and what it meant to be working within a context of a classroom where kids were kind of all over the place. It's where Noah does his whack-a-mole thing and kind of looked at the standards and how the standards drove this, but that the key was the formative assessment. That's as far as we ended up getting for examples. You'll notice on these other 2 slides, it just looks at the playlists for Noah. And then when I did share at the Teacher In Conference, we did look at the badging system that happened that the kids designed at People's. And then a little bit of what Chris was doing with his Team Extreme, focus on 3 pillars for their the IDU. So yeah, that's it. But Scott's takeaway was that he was really impressed by seeing real concise examples in practice and was wondering how we could bring that maybe to the PDC meetings with some kind of a protocol to kind of look at and then think about and check our understanding around the 3 pillars. Yeah, so that's it.